Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video here with me, Arne, and we are playing Blue-White Token Standard. We're finally trying out the deck that has sort of made a splash in the early weeks now. And I must say, when I did my research for the video, when I looked at how to exactly build this, there are a ton of different options of cards to include and what numbers you run and here and that. So yeah, deck list might look different at the end of the video. Learn as we go. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the slots and why I made them. Yeah, we have in the 1-drop slot, we have Lunar Veteran and Warden of the Inner Sky. You could also play, and many do, play Spyglass Siren, but I wanted to try these two to really go push that token theme as much as I can. You know, you can gain, I don't know, up to 6-7 life with this Lunar Veteran. In this deck, of course, when you put all these tokens out, so I thought it might be nice in racing situations and just in general buying you some time. And then Warden of the Inner Sky is just this annoying 1-drop that hopefully very quickly becomes a pretty big threat, so that you can then have a 4/5 Vigilance Flyer, which is super strong, of course. 2-drop slot, we're playing Schooner, Resolute Reinforcements here. Other lists run Regal Bunnycorn, for example. One issue with the token deck, of course, are sweepers. So something like Path of Peril, Sunfall. And that's why I decided to definitely run for Schooner. I think that card is just so nice because it doesn't run into those sweepers. You can commit to the board. You can deal your opponent damage without getting wrecked by those. And I think that's the main reason to play blue. Of course, Make Disappear is also, you know, nice card to have in a token deck, of course, where you have a bunch of stuff to sacrifice. So yeah, I'm running the Schooner. Big one as well. Doesn't die to cut down, doesn't die to go for the throat. It's just really difficult to kill, where Bunnycorn usually just eats up the go for the throat because, you know, look at the deck. There's no... Bunnycorn is the best target for a go for the throat. And if you don't play Bunnycorn, you really make go for the throat kind of awful from your opponent's perspective. So yeah, couple interaction here, Destroy Evil and Make Disappear. Why not? Evangelist is an interesting one. I haven't seen many lists run that one. A lot of lists run Invasion of Segovia, which I find a bit... I mean, it's interesting too. Might be good as well, but yeah, I just see more potential in the Evangelist. It just does so much while looking so innocent, I must say. The Battle Cry enables all your tokens, right? But on the other hand, it also is a token creator in itself. So it is enabler and payoff in one. And flyers that you pump up with, you know, Virtues of Loyalty, Wedding Announcement, whatever, are much, much better than, like, you know, a soldier token. So if this making bad tokens is big game. And then I think the core of all of these are these 3 cards and all of these versions. And that's, yeah, just Wandering Emperor, Wedding Announcement, and Virtue of Loyalty. Those are just too good. They're perfect for this type of deck. And I think you just got to play 4 of them. A little bit of the fun of here, the Invasion of New Phyrexia. Again, flexible card. You can play it on turn 3, even if you need to. And then attack it right away with a Schooner. 2 Schooner hits, and it's down to 0, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's just another flexible tool. And again, it flips into a Planeswalker, so that makes it a bit better against sweepers. If you can deploy this, you put a huge amount of pressure onto the board. If you immediately in the same turn can also flip it into the Teferi. I mean, at that point, they have to take care of all the knights that you amassed. And then at the end of it, even if they have that, you also have the Teferi. And on top of all of that, you can get rid of any non-permanent, non-land permanent. Oh, yeah, target non-land permanent, shuffle it into your opponent's library. Yeah, it's just insane for the -3. So just a kill spell for anything. Let's take a look at the mana base real quick. So I'm running almost all of the duels, which I think is a bit overkill. The list I copied originally had 4 Deserted Beach. I think that's just too much. We're playing 8 1-drops. Really, we don't want many hands where we have too many of these, so that our draw doesn't become super awkward. Restless Anchorage is already a bit of a non-bow with these 8 1-drops. Don't love that. Normally, I would just, without hesitation, play 4 manlands in the deck, like Golgari Midrange. But the thing with Golgari Midrange is that it doesn't have as many 1-drops. It maybe plays a couple duress, a couple cut downs. but not 8, and it doesn't need to like curve out as desperately as this deck wants, because this really wants to play Warden and Lunar Veteran on turn 1 to get the most out of them, right? The rest cut down you can play a little later, or you might not even need them on turn 1, because, you know. But I'm still running for Anchorage because this card is just very good. This is maybe the best manland out of the latest cycle. A 2/3 flyer for 3 mana that continuously makes value with the map tokens. This card is excellent. And you gotta think about how various ways of pumping it in this deck as well make it even better. I mean, it's just a very strong manland, and that's why I like 4 here. And it's also, you know, it's one of the reasons why I like this deck. Like, looking at the stack, we don't have that many high impact new cards. I mean, Schooner, Warden, and Evangelist. Those are the new cards, right? Invasion of Segovia, you could play. I guess a good 1-drop you didn't really have, and Schooner is a bit of a tough card to come by. I guess you could play Real Bodycorn. So these are subtle improvements, of course, but a really big, subtle improvement is the Anchorage. Just having that manland sitting there to deal the final blow, deal the final points, and then also create you map tomes to dig you deeper. This card is very good. And then, of course, Mirrex. You cannot not play a Mirrex in your token deck. With having 6 of these, you should really always have something to do with your mana in the late game, which is really nice. And yeah, that is the main deck. Let's talk real quick about the sideboard. Sideboard is a mix of counterspells, interaction with Elspeth Smites here against Talia, Guardian of Thraben, and, you know, Godric's and all that stuff. Destroy Evil and Get Lost for the bigger creatures, or, you know, Atraxa stuff, Leyline Binding. And then a couple of Disdainful Strokes make disappear Negate, of course. We have Tocasia's Welcome. I think the deck is already kind of good at not running out of stuff, out of cards. But hey, if you're running against a black deck, they really have a tough time beating Tocasia's Welcome ever. Even if they have a draw with multiple Path of Perils or what have you, you know, you'll just draw a card for another creature. Like, this is just absurd. And then last but not least, we have a couple of Sunfalls and Knockout Blower. This sideboard is mostly copied from a list I found online, and I liked it. You could maybe play a couple more Planeswalkers or some threats like Tocasia's Welcome that are tougher to deal with. Something like Skrell Scythe, maybe you could run in a sideboard against, you know, just sweeper decks, black decks. But yeah, Sunfall, last but not least, just against Golgari midrange, I think it's pretty good there. It's good against Esper Legends, maybe even Esper midrange. People might even board out counter spells against you because your deck is kind of low to the ground and flashy as well. So like it's you know, if your opponent passes with Make Disappear mana open, playing a Make Disappear deck, it's kind of easy to choose a line for yourself when you play this deck that plays around that. And if your opponent already realizes that you're doing that during game 1 or in game 2, then they might, you know, sideboard differently for further games. And at that point, a Sunfall all of a sudden becomes more effective because, hey, they won't have their counter spells because they realized, oh, this kind of sucks. I think Negate specifically is pretty good against this deck. But yeah, Make Disappear less so, I would say. Negate, just, you know, it's a clean answer, so why not? Yeah, and 1 copy of Knockout Blow just for the red decks. All right, that is blue-white tokens. Let's find out if the hype is real or if this deck is just about medium. We'll see. All right, yes, I would like to play first. Okay, this is kind of funny. Oh yeah, this card in multiples is kind of awkward, huh? Who's you? Okay, okay. Well, I'm playing with this card for the first time. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is kind of weird, yeah. I guess we can play one of the both of them next turn. It's just kind of awkward. I think I'd rather just play the Schooner, right? But at that point, if you don't get this going, like, but like, what am I doing next turn? You know, I'm playing a Schooner. Just go Schooner right now. Seems better than to try to pump up the Warden. But yeah, this is a bit of a downturn. Maybe you just play this as like a 2-off. Because it's kind of awkward in multiples, really. You want to have enabling cards, you don't want to have multiples of these. Although I guess at least when you have multiples, you can use each other to pump, you know, the things. But doesn't seem great. Question now is, do I even play another Warden? I don't think so. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. I think I don't have much going on if I don't. And the Schooner seems very strong in this matchup. Ooh. Interesting. That's probably good enough, huh? 3 mana, wedding announcement. Gotta be good enough, right? Alrighty. Domain. A good sideboard against this matchup. Lots of counter spells. Another Leyline Binding. Just really scared about the Schooner. Not really impressed with the Warden so far. Maybe we really want to play it with the Spyglass Siren, because you can tap the artifact from the Siren as well. Siren is also... Maybe Siren is just more proactive and powerful than a Lunark Veteran. Sure, gaining life is nice, but it also is kind of irrelevant in a lot of matchups. I'm just wondering how hard do I want to commit here. They do have double white. I'm feeling a Sunfall coming. I could just make a Mirrex token end of turn. It's interesting. You could also just with attack with the Lunark to get another creature. I like that I have the Anchorage down the line to deal the final points, hopefully. Eiganjo of Wrath, anything. Any of these powerful plays would be a beating. Okay. Wow. Okay, interesting. What is this about? The Warden of the Sky, just being a 1-mana 1/2. Yeah, not too impressed by it so far. Pretty slow to get going, I guess. Sure. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna get this back. Hold up my counter spell here. That I don't have, but hey, psst, opponent doesn't know. Okay, going to 10 now. Yeah, I mean, they're in a situation, unfortunately, where they're probably just gonna slam now and hope that it resolves. At which point I will lose, because I don't have a counter. Okay. I mean, that one doesn't win them the game immediately, at least, I guess. Go 17. Okay. It's too many lands for my taste. 10 life, you say. So this needs 3 counters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, okay. I have no chance of getting this online. I can Anchorage. Yeah, I guess I'll just Anchorage here. Attack 5. The question now is, how much more do I want to commit? Probably just everything, right? And I guess I can use your ability tab here, and this guy. No. I have 3, 4, and 4 blockers. Yeah. All right. Atraxa, please no. Seems like a bit of a difficult matchup in game 1, I must say, because I only have 3 counter spells, only have 2 destroy evil. It looks like they're trying to resolve Atraxa, but just keeping up the right mana here. And yeah, I have no chance whatsoever of beating an Atraxa, right? I have to make a Warden into a 7/8 so that they have to chump block. Yeah, Domain is a deck you just have to respect with all your strategies. It's just so powerful. You have to have it in mind. I think this will be a tier 1 deck for quite a while. Just can't see a world where it's like going to be bad anytime soon. Yeah. Okay, so 3. This needs to be tapped. Okay, I guess I'll start by pumping this guy. Yeah. That's not gonna do it. Tap 3. That's a 6/7. Yeah, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. I think they got me. I'm not gonna be able to beat this. We can play on, but this is just done. All right. What am I cutting here? Maybe the veteran. Maybe Invasion is a bit clunky. Warden looked so bad, as did Lunak Veteran. Kind of looked pretty poor there. It's really unimpressed by both of these cards. This is a matchup where you just want to beat down, and they both don't really do that. I'm just cutting all of them. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, they just don't look good here. Let me drink some water. Yeah, I feel like Spyglass Siren. I mean, for this matchup, obviously Spyglass Siren, yeah. Mulligan. Yeah, I'm keeping, I guess. Not happy about it. I mean, what do I expect? I cut almost all my early game, so I cannot expect to have much early game. Yeah, Spyglass Siren. Just probably overall the better card than the stupid Lunak Veteran. You know, I played against Lunak Veteran, it looked kind of impressive to me. Ooh, nice. And that's why I think I'm here, you know, playing Lunak Veteran. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the right call. Which one do we want to make bigger? Doesn't make a big difference. If they kill this one, probably like the battle cry on this one is still good. I kind of want them to kill this, I guess, but I kind of don't because of the battle cry. I love it. I love it. This is a nice curve. Don't hate it. Get me a crew. Also have another creature that can attack with. What did I keep? I kept 2 lands, right? Schooner and these 2. Yeah, these 3, right? I drew land, Evangelist, found another land. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, they seem to hate the schooner. They seem to really hate it. Alright, attack. This attacks for 4, that's kind of nice. Yeah, this Evangelist card, this seems like a good card. Alright. Let's not let that happen. So I could play the Emperor, deals them 7 damage. 8, actually. 8 damage, going to 4, but then if they have a sweeper, I can kill them with the schooner. Yeah. I can crew the schooner with my Warden, and then give the schooner a 1+1 counter from the Emperor. And that does the trick. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I can even play that. Sure, why not? I will not play my Warden though. Alright, this was a very clean game. I think this is checkmate. Is it not? Okay. Gain life. Do that. Then you are dead. Gain life would also have turned out to be bad, so didn't really matter. Tranquil thrillback, okay. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Could also play Get Lost, not unreasonable. Maybe I was a bit fast with the invasion cut, but how that game went, that's sort of how I wanted to go. Seems fine. Yeah, I really would kill for Spyglass Siren in a matchup like this as my 1-drop. Oh, it's so much better than the rest. The Warden of Dinner Skies. Yeah, I don't know. Just like, look at this hand. This card is very synergistic, and otherwise it's kind of bad. So you have to go very all in for this to be good and really abuse the 1-drop in multiple ways. And I feel like this version of the deck doesn't really do that very well. Especially in a post-board situation where I'm like transforming into this mid-range counter spell deck. This hand sucks so badly. But on the other hand, it also does have decent disruption, but just no pressure. It doesn't, like, it doesn't, it's not horrible, of course, but it doesn't have everything I need. So I'm just really hoping to find, yeah, any of my threat cards. Yeah. I mean, I sign up for this. Drawing 2 lands off the top is obviously the death sentence here. Yeah. This is pathetic. Imagine this would be a Siren. What do I cut though? What do I cut? Do I cut the Siren or do I cut the Veteran or do I cut the Warden? Maybe I'll give the Warden another chance, but cut the Veteran. Great. Great. Yeah, I got you in 20 turns. This is so embarrassing. Oh, it's so tilting too. But I mean, I kept this hand. I gambled by keeping it. User go for the road, sure. I gambled by keeping it. I knew right away. I'm missing important pieces. Aye. Oh, this is painful. Okay, there's something at least. One's missing land drops. Might be good for me. No Topiary Stomper, please. That would be the worst card for me. Okay. I can just destroy Evil that. Interesting. I could also just Otawara it. Sort of time walk them. Yeah, I'm gonna use a Destroy Evil. It could bite me in case they draw like... in case I draw something like a vetting announcement. In which case I might want to have to Destroy Evil for their Leyline binding. I think I might just play Virtue here. Use my mana effectively. Can also see a world where I play Vetting Announcement. But because they're so low on mana, I feel like this is a good play. Playing a Frill back. Okay. Well, now your Frillback is countered. And yeah, this is the type of situation, I guess. Okay, now we're drawing the Haymakers, huh? Finally! Oh, will it be good enough? We'll see. One has 6 cards in hand. I only have 2 more counters left. This could get tight. Yeah, I mean... This is just too much time that thing buys. I just have to pull the trigger there. Mirrex, okay. Not a Mirrex. 1 more counter left. 14 life. One just passes. Probably sitting on like Leyline Binding, go for the throat or something. Trying to kill my knight or whatever. Leyline Binding my Vetting Announcement. Leyline Binding my Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I don't mind that. Looks like that was their last instant. They were going for Leyline Binding in the upkeep, apparently. Okay, I mean... Archangel of Wrath would be not great. Atraxa would be bad. No Atraxa. Sunfall I can deal with. Alright, we got there. They stumbled. Couldn't use all their cards. Oy. Got closer. It looked really dire at some point, but them missing land drops and not really getting any footing onto the game either. Yeah, helped me in the end. They were just having lots of reactive cards. No Invasion of Zendika, no Topiary Stomper. No Up the Beanstalk, that one would have also been very scary. Alright, let's make some changes to the deck. Alright, play first. On the play, huh? Yeah, I think it's too risky for me. I would keep it on a draw. Too bad. This would be such a nice opening hand. Unfortunately, I have to reduce it by 2 cards. Betting Announcement, Schooner, not the best combination, I guess. Well, mulligan to 5. Let's see if we can still win. I kicked out the Lunak Veteran for the Siren, of course, and also trimmed another one of these Wardens for a 4th Evangelist. I feel like the Warden is just not a card you want to draw on multiples. Deep Cavern Bat. Majorly annoying, I must say. Ooh, you're attacking me? What? I have an Emperor in hand. You just have another bat or what? Creature. So when you have more life, it draws you a card. So you're saying I can have my betting announcement and you're just gonna kill my Emperor then? Alright, fine. Sort of like a new Glissa. Hey, but the thing about this one is that attacks the player with the most life or tied for most life. Create a white. When it attacks where you have the most life. Okay. So if I kill this, I go up to 21. I guess it already triggered. Let's see what happens. I go to 18 actually. Okay, never mind. Well, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, I probably would have just drawn a card because it already triggered. Does it give you both when you're tied? Like when you're both at the same life total, does it just give you a vamp and lose your, like, does it boost both effects? It kind of reads that way for me. Okay, and yeah, I mean, I'm mulligan to 5 and my opponent is giving me the Nutter Butters. Yeah. The dream of blue-white tokens being destroyed by Deep Cavern Bat into 2/4 into Turtle. Well, the bat. Is the bat good enough in decks that don't run? The bat is kind of nice synergistic card with Schooner as well, I guess. More new cards. My opponent's deck is full with new cards, huh? Trying to make your turtle into a 4/4. Very important. It worked. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can scoop this game up. My opponent has so much value. Even though they made a slight mistake there by keeping that on top. It's like if they didn't hit a land, you know, they should have milled that. In a million years, I'm not gonna win this game, right? I mean, I guess I can play on. It's like, sure, I might have some blocks now, but my opponent has way more material than I do right now. I'm out of cards. They can even, like, I mean, they have a 5/5 cottage over there they can throw at me. And then at some point I have to block. And then they can just attack the turtle and get it back again. Like, so many ways to get me. Yeah, it looks like they're just playing it slow. I kind of like this, honestly. Like, I'm out of cards. They're in no rush whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take that. It's like blocking it doesn't make any sense against the turtle. I guess now I have time, so if I find like Honoring Emperor, Invasion of New Phyrexia maybe. They have another cottage. How about Restless Anchorage? Yeah. No. So next time my opponent can just attack with 2 5/5s. Yeah. Yeah. Now I have to block, I think. Or I could also do something different. I could just click the concede button. That's also a line I can take. I mean, maybe if I find a removal for the turtle, like a destroy evil off the top, I can slowly outgrind my opponent. Maybe. Oh shit! I did a wrong block, didn't I? I just double jumped. Oopsie. Well, that makes it easier. I mean, my chances to win this game were super slim, even though I made that mistake certainly didn't help. All right. Interesting. I guess I want Destroy Evil. I definitely want Sunfall. Probably want the Welcome as well. I don't think I want the Warden. Not sure about Make Disappear. Not sure about the reinforcements. I mean, they're fine. Seachrome Evangelist. It's not the greatest with Sunfall. I mean, nothing in greatest Sunfall. They even run Planeswalkers. Elspeth Smite is kinda good against the 3/2. It's like, I want a lot of cards. I want a lot of these cards. I kinda want counter spells. I kinda want this. It's just the pain of playing against mid-range. I'm also not sure if the Welcome is what I want, because they're likely gonna have stuff to destroy artifacts or enchantments. Tough. Destroy evil. Maybe it's just better to have counter spells. Better to not let that shit resolve in the first place. Tough, tough, tough. Maybe kick out a Schooner. I just want to make that Welcome a little bit better. Maybe Schooner is too good. I'm kind of unfamiliar with this deck, to be honest with you. Like, to really... Unfamiliar with the matchups, unfamiliar with the deck to really know everything. Mulliganing a bunch against black midrange is also, you know, not the smartest idea you could ever come up with. This is interesting. What do I do here? Almost tempted to like bottom an Adarkar Wastes. Maybe the island. And then go coast and start cracking maps. Maybe hopefully finding some lands. Is that really a good strategy though? Just put away the Sunfall. Put away the expensive card. Golgari midrange. Maybe this is just my nemesis, honestly. Like, not only do they have ways to get rid of all the tokens easily post-board, also they have ways to obliterate all the enchantments and artifacts that you get value from. Tough. Pretty tough. Looks like a bad matchup to me. We could slow roll this and play around like Deep Cavern bad. Do I want to keep that? I guess. Kind of works well with my hand. Alright. That I can live with. I think that's too awkward. Because then I can't keep up counter magic. Alright, I mean, nah, this is already good damage. Gigs. They lose life. They go to 10. Attack them down to 6. Could double block this. I think they can have it. And I also don't want to double block here. I think I'm happy if they draw some cards, lose some life. I want to keep this around to sacrifice and to make disappear. Evangelist, huh? It's a pretty threatening card here. But runs also badly into a sweeper. The golden question. Do they have it? Do they not? Nobody should respect something here. Alright. Yeah, it seems like a tough matchup, all things considered. They just have tools for everything. Take the make disappear and then listen. Okay. Doesn't have reach. Wow. Yeah, sure. Take the make disappear of all things. Then don't sweep the board. What am I to think of that? I think I lose to too many things if I don't play this here. It's like I'm kind of behind on board now. The heck, it's a May, right? Yeah. And if they have one removal for one of my guys and I keep up a stroke, which they know about, they can sort of punish me. If they have like a shared route here, they can gain yeah, no, they're dead. If they have one removal, they're dead. They need a sweeper. If they have that, I'm dead. Yeah. I was like hoping that last turn I could have stroked something. The duress plus Glisser. Kind of worked around that. So it looks a little bit like a sweeper to me. But no, actually. I don't know. I'm just going to take it. One more card. Okay. The aggro plan worked, huh? Good, 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 good. Okay, well, seeing these, I kind of want to play the Smite, huh? Just going full control mode. It's a pretty racy game. Maybe just Welcome is just too slow. Even Stroke looks pretty bad in that regard. I'm gonna play Negate. Maybe the important stuff is not the creatures, but more the Path of Peril. That's why I want Negate. I don't know, honestly. I'm so lost. Jesus. Every hand a mulligan. I have one shot wide. Don't do me like this. I guess if you mulligan every hand, no wonder you're losing. I'm not mulliganing this one though. I feel like going to 5 is a death sentence. The question now, what to cut? The one card I can cast. Okay, that's a good start. I could have also used a Mirrex there. Okay, I think. Like, to keep the Otawara in my hand, theoretically. Alright, the Deep Cavern Bat, yet again. Take the wedding announcement. Sure. Why am I attacking? Yeah, no, attacking is actually fine. Because I do have to smite, so they cannot just attack me. Anchorage, such a cool name. Whoa, just playing a free? Why did you take the vetting in the first place when you have this card in your hand? Maybe they've just drawn it? Schooner Reno. Very, very interesting how you built this deck. I have still no clue. Yeah. I cut most of my destroy evils, didn't I? Oh shit. I think I did, yeah. Yeah, it's tough to play against this Golgari deck. It has so many avenues of attack. It's tough, that's something at least, I guess. Shieldred, my nemesis. Everybody's nemesis. That they... such a pity that this thing is around for another year, right? So boring. I found a cottage even. Jesus Christ. When Turtle finds a cottage in a situation like this, it's just like... oh. So broken. Hell, man. Yeah, just play the good cards. That's how you win in Magic, I guess. Are you gonna Boseiju me? Fancy Boseiju in the upkeep. Just got it all. I mean, the best card I could find is Sunfall by a wide margin. Yeah, it's fine though. I think I'm not gonna take the random shot. I'm too... not doing that. Cottage, man. This turtle card is so good. It's so good. I love it. It's so strong. Just pumping, making cheaper. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a 5/5 now? Costs only 3 to activate? And you find it and get it back with that thing? It's so brutal. Yeah, I'm just gonna exile the cottage. I hope that the Smite plus like ground creatures can still hold the Shieldred at bay. That's my plan at least.
I am almost sad to
That's pretty powerful. That is actually pretty powerful. That is a route to victory now. Huh. Interesting. Alright. I guess I only make 2 knights because I want to keep up the smite. Right? Do I? Do I? 3 knights. I can triple block here, double block there. No, I think I'm just gonna make 2. This makes this for my opponent a lot more annoying. Okay, and then we can pump the Siren and attack the invasion.
Remember your training.
And then I have a way to get rid of the Shieldred. Oh, they have a removal? Dang it. Alright. All my dreams and hopes. All my dreams and hopes. Turtle? Turtle getting in there? Rollback getting in there? No cottage at least. Doing something like this maybe. Could use this. The thing is, I probably want to activate Anchorage next turn. Which means I won't have wide up for the smite. I can just triple block this. I think I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna make a knight here. Yeah, I needed them to like miss. Just draw lands. Island is the worst draw in the deck. Okay. They can just take a hit. If I pump this, they have to jump next turn, but then I'm losing a bunch of stuff anyways. This is Death Touch as well. Then if I don't have creatures, I can't even remove anything. But pumping also makes it more interesting, I guess. I don't know. Because now, like, I can minus if they go aggressive. I mean, this Teferi is not very good when you don't have a board position. Then the -3 is a lot less appealing. Yeah. It's probably better than Bribridge Tracker, yeah. Bribridge Tracker always was a pretty a card dear to my heart. Yeah, Sunfall or Bust territory, that's where I'm at. So how do I survive the longest against the Sunfall? Triple blocking here, they play this guy. I go to 9 already. 1/1/1 left. I can buy myself another turn, I guess. This draws 2 cards. So I can dig deeper.
Always glad to meet my match.
But they will have a bunch of map tokens at the end of it. Yo. Mm-hmm. Interesting. So I can tap 2 guys and then get a vetting announcement to play, which makes a 1/1, which I can jump there, would go to 1. If they have any explore shenanigans, I die. That's not a good idea then. Yeah, I think the minus on Teferi is just not what I can go for here. Yeah. I just activate Anchorage. Attack over here. Get me a Teferi. Plus the... Oh, stupid me. I forgot about the Shieldred. Yeah. Yeah. Can I go to 5? This is a draw 2. That's 4 more damage. 2 more in the upkeep. 6 damage. Just via Shieldred means I have to chump block 3 times. Yeah, that doesn't sound all that good. Man. Man. What am I even activating it then? Man. Tough. No, I can't activate it, so I can still remove this. It only taps creatures. If it would tap artifacts, would be kind of nice. Yeah, no, this is just really bad. So getting rid of this again leaves me dead to 1 explore hitting a spell. Is that a risk I want to take? Is that the best bet I have? Two blockers block, take 8, die. Yeah, I don't know. Elspeth Smite. Yeah. If that would have been Destroy Evil, my life would have been a lot easier. I guess maybe I should have pumped the Siren so I have a clean block, actually. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. Okay. It's kind of funny. I don't even want to activate this, I think. It's just no mode I want to activate there. I could plus here and hope they don't draw removal. Okay, I'll do that. And then I still won't activate, I guess. Maybe I won't go down to... Maybe they attack the Planeswalkers. Pump the bat. Come on, hit a land. Yeah, okay. Tricky game. Oh, almost sneezed. I mean, the double block is kind of appealing, isn't it? I do get Wedding Announcement back, though.
I'll be back.
Not pumping you bad. Alright. Oh, yeah. This ain't no fun. So I can make a Mirrex token, then get the Wedding Announcement into play, and then tap the Mirrex and a 2/2 to get rid of this. And then I have a 1/1 and a 2/2, but I kill a guy. Oh no, it shuffles, right? Yeah, okay, so this will not be on top. So then I can chump, go to 3, then go to 1 in my upkeep. Is there any other better line? I can keep up my Anchorage. I could draw 2 cards. And try to find Sunfall. Maybe that's the best line.
I like to think I'm good at thinking.
Alright. Didn't hit. Now I'm dead. Yeah. I have 4 blockers. They have 4 attackers and an anoint. I guess, I mean, I could let them play it out. Ah, man. Close stuff. Maybe sideboard a bit wrongly there. Overall, this looked like one of the tougher matchups, I would say, but not unwinnable, of course. Sunfall would have just totally wrecked them. But yeah, I mean, my deck doesn't have that much draw power. I mean, we only looked through like 20 cards. Did I bottom the Sunfall in this game? No, I bottomed Negate. Alright, Sheldred doing its thing. So is it somehow. Just a very difficult deck to sideboard and play against. Just so many different variety of threats. The Smite looked so good for that game too. And now it looked kind of pretty bad. I mean, 2/4 into 3/4 into Sheldred and Smite looking kind of awful. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Yeah, something like Sunfall would have completely destroyed them. I guess that's what that is the big weakness about Golgari. This version of Golgari is just gonna get totally trounced by Sunfall. And sure, you can say like, oh, I played Duress and Deep Cavern bad, but that's not gonna protect you from top deck Sunfall either. Like, people might have draw abilities to find them. So that's the weakness of Golgari. Looked really good here, but that's the clear weakness. All right, play first. I was about to think like maybe I won't mulligan my first hand for a moment. Oh man, I think I'm gonna keep this. Just hoping to hit 1 land here. It has a really nice curve. It has the potential. Just missing one thing. And land that is. There's a Warden. Schoonerino. I'll let my mate disappear for the sole reason that I don't have a good follow-up for the Schooner. So then I just want to disrupt my opponent. That card is pretty underwhelming. That's even worse. Alright, I can already see how this is going. Alright, alright. This is maybe another scary matchup because they're gonna be faster, more explosive, more powerful, and the nature, the way this deck is built, it's not very resilient towards. Yeah, it's just not very resilient against like opposing crazy stuff, right? Like it's kind of nice against the fair deck, but yeah, it seems tough. Seems tough. What am I even beating with this deck? I'm starting to wonder, like, what are there any good matchups? Are they out there? What are you beating? Are you beating Esper midrange, maybe? Could pump this one. Tapping these free. I guess that's the best choice here. On the other hand, it allows a decent attack coming in. Okay. Not worth it. Not worth it. I have to preserve my life total here, I think. What am I beating? What is this deck beating? Is it beating Domain, I guess? Because there's a good counterspells post board? Sure. It's beating like Esper Control, I guess, but who's playing Esper Control these days? It doesn't beat Gargari midrange. Yeah, I guess it beats something like Dimir midrange, but again, that's not a deck. So Esper midrange, does it beat that? I don't know. Opponent seems a bit flooded, playing Scoundrel here, turn 4. Not a great sign for them. I think I'm gonna attack with the Schooner. Alright, nice. Everything is vigilance these days. I think it's okay. Like, I could have dealt them free damage there by killing this. But I kind of want to leave open what I have here. Make them maybe commit all the counters into that thing over there. Wedding Announcement's still good. This is the first time I see a Wedding Announcement flipped in this deck. That's obviously powerful. I mean, my opponent doesn't have the most egregious draw. Which helps. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. They have another one. Wondering what I should do about it. Should I kill it now? It takes so long though to get rid of it. Scoony. Questions, do I want to attack with this? Then give first strike when it blocks. I think I just want to play a Virtue here. And so I don't want to attack with this and then sort of, you know, have to play Emperor then at that point. I don't want to do that. Oh, I can actually... That's a combo, isn't it? Sure, I guess. It kind of works well for my next turn of Emperor and a 1-drop. Okay. Ah, you do want to crew with this, don't you? Yeah, you do. Do want to crew with this, because this one getting counters is much better than other stuff. That was a bit of a punt. I'm learning as I go. Yeah, at this point this is just too slow. I guess maybe I'm overestimating my opponent's deck a little bit. Maybe it's not that fast. It's not like the... It can be really fast, to be fair. But maybe my blue-white deck... Oh yeah, I play Evangelist. Sure, why not, I guess. Maybe this blue-white deck can do enough in the meantime to like also block and stuff. I mean, here Lunar Veteran, of course, would be amazing. Not even attacking with your 8/8? Come on. I guess it would just trade for Schooner. 4/5 Schooner. Alright, tapping more. You're at 16, my friend. Block the Schooner, take 8, 11, 17. 8, 11, 17, huh? Well, alright. Block Schooner, take 8, 11, 17. Sure, doesn't matter. Alright, I can still do math. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess Sunfall in. And maybe Elspeth Smite? Maybe Destroy Evil, because this thing is a problem, and the Bunnycorn. I really don't like Get Lost. What's bad? Wandering Emperor seems okay. Not amazing or anything, but usually in these creature matchups it's a way to sort of get some value. Make some tokens. It's just flexible. Make disappear. It's kind of bad. But then again, it's kind of good against Knight Errant. But I'm probably tapping out a lot. So I'm just going to ditch it. I mean, Make Disappear is not for this matchup. It just shows you the power level of the card when you're even considering it for a matchup where it's at its worst. Especially when you're on the draw. Maybe it's fine on the play, or like at least better. So on the play you can counter a Gleeful, which is very important, of course, on turn 2. Guess I just go 1, 2, 3 instead of Anchorage. A Scoundrel. Do I block? Is their 1/1? Their 1/1 is kind of worth something. I mean, my 1/1 is also worth something, but I think I'm happy just trading. Although I guess they would have maybe run into a Virtue on this turn. Maybe I didn't think ahead much there. Looks like they just have Resolute Reinforcements. Wonder if this deck should also play Virtue. No, they have nothing. Wow. They're playing around. Maybe they're playing around something like Make Disappear. I mean, this deck doesn't even play anything that costs more than 3 besides the Knight Errant. It's like not having a play on turn 3 seems very weird. Lymphomantic Barrage, yeah. Not the best card in this matchup, I'd say. Pop a map. Didn't find me nothing. I guess I attack. Don't really want to trade when my thing gets bigger. And I also have a surprise blocker. My opponent wants to block. So, yep. Your token as good as my card. No. Sure. Playing that game. We can play that game. We can definitely play that game. And this is sort of Veda's blue-white deck. I mean, just betting and Virtue. It's kind of the recipe of success for Esper midrange as well, isn't it? One of the avenues. of success as per mid-range can take. Having this engine built in. Okay. Not too shabby. But I don't think it's gonna be good enough. We'll see. This is pretty good. They have a Knight Errant in hand? Are you gonna play that? You sure? Instead of attacking? Looks like they do. Is it correct to play the Knight Errant or is it correct to attack here? I guess you only have a good attack with Bunny. Okay. Maybe they find another recruiter. I mean, that would be best case. Double Evangelist. Alright, not bad, not bad. Should I play another Virtue or should I play more dudes? I could also attack for everybody. Then Eiganjo the 4/4. They take 6. Cannot really attack me back very well. Play back Wedding Announcement, draw a card, or I guess play these two, make 2 free-frees. That's pretty powerful. Yeah. 7 damage is good. I don't know. Interesting turn. Interesting turn. They do have a bit of a setup here, which could get annoying for me. And putting them a bit under pressure seems nice. 8/8. Okay, so I have Anchorage I could attack with, which is like a 3/4. Put him down to 8. Could just play another Virtue. Make the biggest boys. I feel like my boys are already big enough, right? Like, being attacking for Anchorage, playing Wedding Announcement is good. Alright, let me just... Lethal, okay. Sure. Got a big bunny. Getting in there with the bunny. Thinking about the Evangelist. I'm at 20. I mean, I don't think they can get me, right? What am I gonna do about this bunny? Should I block it? Like 4/4, 4/4, 5/5. Those 2 4/4s. Probably okay. Like if I jump it here with one guy, I think next time I jump it with another guy, so better just double block. 8 life. 5 blockers essentially. 4 with an Anchorage. Sorry, 6, not 4. Adds up. These pump everybody. I'm at 18. Yeah, it's like 9. It's a lot of damage. So I certainly get 6 blockers, you say. This guy can attack, I guess. I can also get this back. That's like 15 damage coming through. That's not pretty. I don't think I have a choice though in how I play this turn here. I guess I cannot attack for this because then I don't get the 1/1. Yeah. Cannot activate a map because I need all my mana untapped here. Alright, 6 blokes to block. By my math, that's enough. Opponents, everybody sideways, yeah. It is, right? It's just 5 getting through, so it's 15. So I can block you. You. Guess I can block a flyer. Block you. You. And you. I take 3, 6, 9, 12, 16. 7, 10, 16. I can prevent 1 more damage by blocking this Evangelist. Which... I must get about 2 damage? How can I deal with 2 damage? I just don't want to give them a bat, you know, and I can avoid it. But I guess maybe just preventing damage is worth. And them having 1 bat, I mean, there's no way in hell they're gonna survive the next attack from me. So just take the least amount of damage you can. 3, 6, 12, 15 now. 23. Close game. Close game after all. Yeah, okay. Maybe I could have... Wait a minute. Wow, I think I misplayed, right? Like the turn prior to this one where they attacked the bunny corn. Yeah, I didn't even think about that line at all. I could have just attacked very aggressively, no? Could have just swung with everybody. Everything's untapping anyways. And then they have to jump a bunch of times because they're taking 4 from the Anchorage at least. And then they have to jump block like 5 creatures. Maybe just 4. Maybe just 3. This one was big enough. Definitely 3. This one was just a 3/3, so I guess they can just let a 3/3 through. They have to jump block 3 dudes. And everything untaps. I get 1 less dude though. So maybe it doesn't add up then. Because me getting 1 less means I have 1 less blocker and then... But I did kill 3 in that swing. So no, it definitely adds up, yeah. I could have killed 3 of their attackers essentially by attacking with everybody. I mean, they could have jumped with the Evangelist, get more bats. But when they get more bats, that means the Evangelist pumps less, and that means less damage. Like if they keep 1 Evangelist around, that's like 6 in the air, but so much less damage overall. Yeah, I should have attacked way more creatures to turn prior. Then I would have killed 3 and this turn wouldn't have been so close. I would have been a lot higher life total for sure. I don't know how I didn't see that. I played pretty aggressively, but I didn't see that. Well, at least I saw it in the aftermath. Okay, well, still don't really know how to build this deck, I gotta be honest with you all. Maybe you can give me some, or you can chime in some opinions of yours in the comments and we can brainstorm the list together. I did like the Schooner. I like the Spyglass Siren. I'm not sure about the 1/2. I like that the least. Maybe it's even worse than Lunak Veteran in this version of the deck, Just not that impressed with it. It just needs so much time to get going. I never made it a 4-5. And yeah, I mean, Resolute Reinforcements, I guess, was kind of middling. The Evangelist, super impressive in that deck for sure. It's just a really nice card, I think. Really pushed, and obviously works well with Wedding Announcement and Virtue. So I'm kind of impressed by it. I think it's a bit better than Invasion of Segovia. It's certainly a lot faster. And yeah, Anchorage as great as advertised. And overall, pretty solid deck. Pretty fair. Sort of like a blue-white mid-range deck. It's kind of cool to see something like this be a thing. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, the best thing or whatever, but it's certainly a deck. So yeah. All right, that's my stand on this, and I hope you learned something and got some entertainment out of it as well. And with that being said, thank you for watching and see you next time. Take care, guys.